Hi Cancer, welcome to your April 2019 love reading. I'm Jade with Yes, Yes, Yes. Welcome back to my channel, and for new people, welcome. This is what we're going to do today. I'm going to start with the Mystical Lenormand spread. We're going to look for the significator cards of the masculine and feminine to see how you are interacting this month. Then we're going to clarify with the Line Strider deck, and we'll get a couple of overall advice cards from the Romance Angels. How you doing, Cancer? How are you? Are you enjoying yourself in this shoulder season? In North America, it's almost spring. I've pre-shuffled the deck, by the way. I like to click it. This has been really interesting readings. I've got lots of different energies. Some people are, really heavy, and others are light and fancy-free. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Ascendant, Venus, and Jupiter. Very general. So take what works and let the rest go. The idea is that you get a little bit of clarity and insight into your situation. So I'm hoping that we can provide that for you. So we have the feminine card here. And now we have the clouds. There's a little confusion, a little murkiness in the brain for the feminine. Okay, we have the paths and making a choice. And it could be a new choice, an ingenious choice, something that is different than it has been. And there's some success, actually, if you do. So if you are the feminine, you might be a little confused about a choice. What the cards are saying is that making a choice that is different than you normally would is where your success is going to come. Now we have the Mountain and the Anchor, the Coffin, and the Moon. Okay, I'm going to lay down all the cards and then I'll go through it. The Whip and the Snake, the Stars, the Dog, and then there is the Masculine. All right, so let me see. If you are feeling like you resonate with this reading, leave me a comment. I'd love to hear it. I love hearing your feedback, and thank you all for who have subscribed and shared. Feel free to keep doing that and hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel out so much. And of course, subscribe. I'd love to have you here with the community. And I also do personal readings. That information is in the box below. So I said a little bit about what's going on for the feminine. For the masculine's quite loyal, but I feel like he's maybe had some issues perhaps with another person in the past who maybe it was a repeat relationship that kept coming back, where there was some deceit, something that wasn't helpful for him. It might have hurt him. So it seems like there was something that he's getting past. Maybe it was an ongoing repeat relationship, like you're with somebody, you break up, and then they come back, and then they treat you, it still doesn't work, or there's still some deceit, and this doesn't have to be being cheated on. It could just mean, lies, or there's some abusive communication, you know what I mean? Just something, it's just not right. That's what I'm saying. It's up to you to decide what that is. Now, what is bonding you this month is we've got a little bit of heaviness. What's the bond here? Is that there is some feeling of stagnancy, but we need to transform that, actually. And I think that if you drop into your intuition this month, Cancer, right? And the moon is is your planet, even though in this, and we have both the moon and the sun. I like that. So the moon is about intuition, and it's about looking at things truly as they are, but it's also that emotional maturity that I think, Cancer, you actually work with quite well. So what the cards are guiding me is that there's a transformation. Like if you have felt stagnant, okay, and felt kind of beholden to something that has been a slow process, even if it's work, if it's a relationship or whatever, that is transforming, and it's transforming because you're dropping into your emotions and your intuition. And that is what is going to bond you to. And it just seems like a lot of times when people are going through things, you go through things at similar times so that you can find that bond. So even if this is not an ongoing relationship, if this is, you're single and you're waiting to see who's coming in, your bond is going to be because you are dropping into your intuition and to your emotions, okay? These are very strong things for you, Cancer. So I have no doubt that you will overcome whatever challenges you have had. Okay, so let's see what's going on. What's the baseline energy for you, Cancer, in this month? We've got King of Wands, came out in the reverse. So this is an action card, but it's also, it's a kind of pounding through a situation without any compassion, any emotional attachment, anything. It's just making something happen, fire, pure fire. And with it being in the reverse, I think this is you getting back to yourself. You might have tried to do things differently in different ways to maybe make relationships work in the past, to make, work at, even your job relationships work. And you might have had to do things without your compassion, without having an emotional attachment. And I think that right now, what the card is saying is that your connection, what you both have been going through, has been to be to be unattached, and that we're actually being guided to go back into your heart. Okay, go back into your compassion and your lovingness, not only for yourself but for others. Okay, let's see what else is going on for Cancer for April 2019. This is past energies. Okay, so we've got some stagnancy for the feminine. The Eight of Wands came out in the reverse. So she's feeling stuck. I think we talked about a little bit of that. There was some confusion in making choices for the feminine. So she was feeling a little bit stuck in the past, okay? The masculine is at the Knight of Wands. So this is, we talk about this being the player card. I'm feeling like the masculine, well, remember we had that snake. So you might have been trying to be the player in the past, trying to enjoy yourself physically and be active with, with others, with lovers, and maybe it bit you. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Okay, what's more of this story for Cancer? The past from April 2019. Okay, aha, yes, there it is. So for the feminine, we've got the Ace of Pentacles that came out in the reverse. So there was a desire to start something new. I look at this as like a fertility card too. So sometimes when it comes in the upright, wanting to start a family, but that not quite going anywhere, the stagnancy of that. It's also, the Pentacles is a stable foundation. We talk about we want to have the Pentacles as our baseline, as our foundational, it's the foundation of the relationship to build on. And in the past, you just weren't given that. So relationships just didn't feel very stable for you in the past. And that just felt like an ongoing cycle for you feminines. Now for the masculine, this player way, right? We were talking about this, doing things physically, really being interested in just physically expressing yourself and your body with lovers. Now we have the Tower card, so it didn't seem to work out. Something had to change. Something came in and said, nope, can't do that anymore, okay? Don't know what that was. Sometimes that could be, sometimes that's just, someone showing up in the same way that you're presenting and saying, look, this isn't working, or you see, what do I mean by that? When they show up, if they show up as a player and you're a player, and then you get played, then you realize, ooh, this is not the right way of being. So, it could be just something like that. we'll get into that next card. I want to hit the Empress over here for the feminine. I like that she's in the upright, okay? I actually see this Ace of Pentacles and Empress very similarly because I'm talking about the, reproduction and fertility. So whatever this was that wasn't quite getting started, that didn't quite take root, I think what happened was you realized all of your power as the Empress. This is also Taurus and Libra energy. And again, this is fertility. This is being in the receptive mode, receiving, allowing for life to show up and present to you beauty and love and fragility even. There's just a pure enjoyment is what I think of when I think of the Empress. So I feel like, you really wanted to feel this, even though in the past you were not getting anywhere with whatever this relationship was, you weren't being served, and that you really wanted to step into the power of your being an Empress. Here we are, masculine. King of Swords came out in the reverse. So this is, it's similar energies to the King of Wands. These are both hyper masculine suits, right? And they're both in the reverse. So I'm feeling that some truth, some words hurt you, okay? And, if you were playing around and you were the player that got played, the words that were spoken in that relationship were hurtful to you. You felt yourself. You're feeling yourself now, okay? You're realizing that putting yourself out there just physically is not working because it hurts not only you, but other people, okay? Let's see what's going to bring you two together for this month, Cancer. And this, again, remember, all of these things can be if you are in current relationship together or if you are totally single. This is just individual journeys. So now coming back together, we've got the Hangman feminine. So she's looking at things in a little different way. I like this. If you're pulling this Empress energy, okay, you're becoming the Empress, you're looking at things with a new perspective, major arcana here. So this is a major change for you, taking charge of this energy that wasn't serving you and moving forward from it. Beautiful energy. The masculine here, we have the Three of Cups. It came out in the reverse. So generally that ends up being like a third party situation. It's also that it tells us if you are imbibing, if you are partying, if you are enjoying things too much, it's just too much. So if here's this energy that you've taken on with the needing to feel yourself, needing to get back into your heart space because of this just partying too much, just not. Okay, so the Three of Cups, I'm looking at it a couple different ways. There's too many people involved, so you're still kind of shutting that down, or you just went a little bit too far and now you're just, you're licking your wounds, you're healing yourself because of just too much play, okay? I'm feeling like for some of you people, there might be some, it could be physical issues that also came from playing too much. And what I mean by that is like, go to the doctor, make sure you get checked, that you're all clean, everything, that kind of stuff, okay? So just make sure that stuff is taken care of. All right, what else is going to bring you closer? I think once you release that need for whatever that is, the Nine of Swords came out, so I'll put that in the center there. Whenever you release the need for the Three of Cups, masculines, then, oh good, then I think that we're moving in a better place, okay? So whatever the addiction issue that you were having, once you released it, and it looks like we're getting there, then your energy is shifting. Now, Nine of Swords popped out, and this is the card of staying up late at night, really trying to work things out. I'm feeling, and I was talking about the masculine, so that could be specifically for you. We want to transfer any kind of anxiety, any kind of issues that we would have with not being true to ourselves. And I think this just is natural. When we're going through deep transformation, when we're releasing something or a way of being from the past and choosing a new way of being, there is some anxiety because it's almost like you feel like you have to be hyper vigilant and watch all of, you have to watch your thoughts, you have to watch your actions. Just relax and know that you are making headway and you don't have to be so hard on yourself. The change is occurring. The cards are showing that the change is occurring. The feminine, your change is occurring because you've stepped into this Empress energy. The masculine's struggling a bit because he's reacting, but I think that masculines, if you, again, release and just move forward, because you see what you need to do, I think you're taking those actions, and look, your Sun card showed up, okay? So just release any anxiety that you're not doing enough, because you are, all right? For the feminine, we have the Magician, more major arcana. This is mercurial energy here. So you're taking strides because you're taking control of your life. You are manifesting what is best for you. Beautiful, okay? I think that in the past you realized that whatever wasn't serving you with this, you were feeling like this relationship or whatever it was couldn't get off the ground and you were kind of stuck in it. Once you stepped into what you truly wanted to be, right? Sometimes we just have somebody in our lives who show us that. So I feel like you saw someone who was an Empress and you're like, ooh, I want to take on that energy, because it's like you just flipped. So you took on the Empress energy, you started looking at life a little differently. Maybe, and this could be a little bit of your anxiety too, is that you took some time to study this person in order to bring on as much of that energy as possible. Accumulate, okay, we'll say accumulate. That's not exactly the word I'm looking for, but you've activated, we'll say that too, this energy within yourself, and maybe you did it a little longer than necessary, so now you're coming out of the Hangman to move on to the Magician, which is this energy. I love the Magician energy because it really is about facilitating life in the experience that you wish to have. So I think that you have pulled yourself back, you've looked at life differently, you've decided this is how I want to live life, and now you're moving towards it, going about and doing things in order to live the life of your dreams. And what that is, if you want to feel more calm, you wake up and you meditate. If you want your body to feel good, you do yoga, you go work out. So you're taking the actions in order to bring yourself to that type of person, that Empress energy that you want to be. You're in the place of action. That could mean, you made the choice, and that's why everything is really good. You're doing things differently. That's right. We started about that. We started talking about that. You made a choice to do things in a different way than you normally would, and I think this has really been successful for you, feminine. Masculine, I'm really happy to see the Sun card here for you, okay? You have been working hard and struggling to release these ways of yours that you're, and we all have those times when, I feel like we do. I feel like, but I could be wrong. I know I have the time when, I let my body just enjoy, right? It's just about body pleasure. But there's a certain point where it doesn't work anymore, and I can get hurt because all of a sudden my heart realizes it's not being satisfied. So releasing the anxiety that you're not doing enough. You are, because the Sun card is here. I also look at it as, it's Leo energy as well. It's your self-confidence is building, okay? You're successful at changing who you are, because even similar to what the feminine's going through here, you see the type of person that you want to be. Okay, you're finding the balance of the type of person you want to be. You're releasing this playboy way, and you're stepping into a more centered, more empowered person. Okay, the Sun card's very general as well, because you can decide that energy, but that energy is active and exciting, and you shine. And I love that because we have the Moon here. So you have so many nice balances. Okay, what else was going on for you? So I think that you're moving past whatever that issue was with, you know, if it was a relationship that turned sour and that turned you sour, so that then you became really focused on just being and doing things physically, enjoying life physically. You went a little bit too far, and now you're changing things. You're moving it back, okay? You're pulling it back, and you're back into a place that's feeling really good, really vibrant. Good energy here. Good energy, Cancer. Okay, so now let's see, what's this final card? What's this card that's the card that's going to bring you two together? I had two jumps, so I'm not taking them because I only would like one, Spirit. What card is gonna, what's gonna bring these two together? What's gonna bond you two? Okay, Queen of Pentacles. Did come out in the reverse. And the way that I look at these cards is when they come out, you have the power to turn them upright. I like that the Queen of Pentacles is here on the table. We are talking about maternal. This is you. This is your energy. It's not, you're not a pentacle, but this energy of the Queen of Pentacles is nurturing and maternal. Okay, Cancer, you are a nurturing. You are a nurturing sign. So this is getting back into your power, but it's also nurturing yourself, and you're going to have to nurture each other. Right now, that energy is upturned, which means that we might be going a little bit too far in giving ourselves to another still, okay? So pull back just a little bit. That's probably the advice here, is to pull back your energy just a bit so that you're giving more to yourself than to the other. It's so much major arcana here that you're ending with that I think that there's an abundance of energy that you can give and share. We just want to make sure that it's balanced. So how does this work here? So if you're in current relationship and it wasn't working out, the masculine was more convinced, you know, more interested in physical connection, maybe stepped out, maybe there was a third party, maybe there was, you know, some behavior that wasn't helping the relationship. It seems like it can come back around. He's got a little bit more self-worth here towards towards the end of this process, and we're really looking for balance, ultimately balance of the give and take. Feminine, it didn't feel good, but I think once you find your energy is similar to the Empress, of receiving, of enjoying pleasure, receiving, sitting back, looking at life in a different way, and then taking the actions of being the person that you want to be, then I think that balance will be quite easy for you. And if you're single, how will you meet? Where will you meet is because you're seeking this balance together, right? So feminine is taking steps to be the type of person that she wants, right? We talked about it many times. The masculine is in a really good place. I think that what's going to happen is that you're going to see each other, and you're going to be so excited that it's possible you're giving, you're just blah, 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 blah. You hit each other with such high energy that could blow it all out of proportion. So temper yourself, pull back, make sure that there's a balance between how much you're giving each other and then how much you're receiving. Remember that receiving, feminines. Receiving is the name of the game for you this month in April. Okay, let's see what else we have here from the Romance Angels for Cancer. Okay, for Cancer in April, we have you deserve love, feminine. Absolutely, you deserve love coming to you, receiving it. Masculine, you are healing family issues. So this could be a long-term addiction, a long-term behaviorism that you've been breaking, a pattern of behavior that you're facing and breaking. So this is deep work that the masculine is going through this month. So let's support the masculine, but make sure at the same time that you're still receiving, allowing for energy to come in for you, feminine. So that's what I have for you, Cancer. Let me know how it resonates in the comments section below. Hit that thumbs up button. It helps the channel out so much. And for now, I'll send you all my love. See you guys next time.